Okay. Always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set. Got a 20. 40 got. 40 got.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Devin White in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
180. Zebra! Omaha, ready, move! Check. Small! Hey, go here!
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Able to find Isabella. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Yellow. I don't think you got it, son. Check safety. Hey, look, 3.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check three. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Right on these two. Check 26. Hey, switch gears. Showing it. 15.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And that was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square. Line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Kill, kill, kill.
Geis. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56. 56. Yeah. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. 57. Check 31. Check 31.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Attack! 56. Mike, 56. Yellow. 56. Go. 56 to Mike. Scene 6. 56.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Yellow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Seven consonants, one vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Yellow. lady. Switch. Watch the safety creep. Bang. Easy.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Check 43. 36. He's coming. Chopper. Attack. Bravo.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3.
32. Fresno.
Now Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Monday. Watch the slant. He's alert. Hey, 70. Hey, Delta.
Throwing again is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings it down. Stafford is sacked. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey. Double right. Hey. High 7.
Stafford. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Blue 60. Hey, 22. We own them. Check out.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Key the tight end. Hey, Foxtrot.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Check.
Now the fullback, Juszczyk. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ringo. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go. Check. Crunch. 15. Right side. 56 is the mic. Hey, come on out. Shoot. Hey, 57.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returning, it's Benjamin. Kiss him goodbye. Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, New Orleans. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 15. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And caught by Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Yellow. Check 3.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Stay 50. Stay 50. Easy.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
I smell fear in that.
Hey, exit.
I smell fear in that offense.
Hey. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Cut.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Hey.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. That is incomplete.
Stafford's pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 54. Bravo.
To the air again, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
That's it. Big hits.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
In your face.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check hot route. Hot. Motion. SOS. Empty. SOS.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Now Benjamin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Watch one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
He goes, set, 280. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
White.
32.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That's Drew's running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Push him back. Push him back.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Stafford looks to throw again. That ball complete to Isabella. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Alert!
The shotgun snap for Stafford. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here.
61, matchbox lights.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Kenny Clark, and this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did